Good afternoon and welcome to JamRock Design and SEO. My name is Cummiskey. I'm the Managing Director and the owner of the company. What we decided to do is we've decided to introduce a Q&A session every Thursday, hitting on a number of different topics in the digital sector, in the business world, or just questions in general that we can help out with as a company. Today I'm going to be covering anything from social media, SEO, web design, web development. I'm also going to be answering questions on business or just questions in general that are going to help you guys, and hopefully we can deliver some valuable answers. So if you'd like to fire away with your questions, I'll happily answer them as they come in. So to start off with, while I'm waiting for the first few questions to come, JamRock Design has been running for many years now. We first specialised in doing bespoke websites, SEO, a number of different digital products. Over the last 6 months, we've kind of really drilled down in the market that we want to be in. We developed, and one of the first digital marketing agencies in the UK to offer out completely free web design to all size companies. So January this year, we looked at our business module and we thought, how do we change the market? The market's evolving on a month-to-month basis. How do we change the way that people buy a website or they get approached for a website? And the way that we do that is that we give it away completely free of charge, with a small monthly hosting fee. I'll explain a little bit more about that as we go forward. But the market's continually evolving, and with web design you get prices from £100 all the way up to £5,000. And for a medium to small company, it's very hard for them to differ what the difference is, what services they're going to get with that. So we're giving away WordPress websites completely free of charge. 5 pages, mobile and tablet responsive, full content management system on the back end, really beautiful looking websites that perform really well on Google as well. We put in a small monthly charge there of £20 per month. Now, £20 per month covers your annual hosting, so for your website to live on the internet, your domain registration and renewal, which is renewed on a year-to-year basis. One-to-one account manager. That's a really key point in the process, that your account manager calling you every single month to make sure you're 100% happy, making sure you answer any questions that you may have, also making sure that you're being looked after, and building a relationship with yourself. Many companies don't do that. We include that in £20 per month. For ongoing support's really key, that we offer in that £20 per month. You can call the office at any point and we'll answer any questions that you may have there. Also making sure that you're in the loop with the way that your website's performing, kind of really teaching you as well as building the project with you, and us actually managing the project at our end. So the questions just started coming in, so I will jump onto these questions. Lee Morgan, does SEO mean I can instantly be viewed on Google? SEO is a really wide topic in general. You get 1,000,001 SEO companies that say they can get you to the top of Google instantly, which is a really false way of selling it. But you also get companies that do it with the right techniques, white hat techniques. For ourselves, be really realistic on the way that we kind of sell SEO. It's about looking at the industry, looking at how your website's currently performing, looking at the foundations that your website's built on, and really kind of doing a tailored bespoke package for yourself in regards to SEO. What we don't do is promise anyone certain spots on Google, don't promise them the top spot on Google, just be really realistic with the way that we kind of approach that. One thing that we do try and tell a client as they come on board for an SEO campaign is that we try and turn the green lights on a month-to-month basis, increasing your hits, increasing the rankings, stopping your bounce rate, your conversions for your website. These are key things that you'd expect to see from an SEO agency. Answering that question there, Lee, in general, SEO doesn't mean that you're instantly going to be viewed on Google. You should be submitted to Google anyway. You should be on Google. It just depends where you're at. But SEO is not going to instantly get you to the first page. No one can promise that. Even Google couldn't promise that. So we kind of try and avoid people that stay away from companies like that are going to we're going to get you onto top of Google next week. It's never going to happen. It's a really bad way to sell SEO in the industry. No more questions coming in just yet, but while I'm on the SEO topic, we've been doing SEO for many years now. I was fortunate enough to have a really, really good business partner in the early stages of the company who's also been in SEO for many years, a wealth of experience within the industry. And I've kind of learned a lot by having that business partner in the early stage of the company, and we've learned the right way of doing it. He's got a very successful company at this moment in time that just specialises in SEO itself. So yeah, you know, the SEO industry is very vague. We have some really large clients in SEO as we speak. One of the largest independent energy companies in the UK. So yeah, you know, SEO is one of them subjects that we really like to drill down into. Anyone that wants to ask any more questions on that, I'd be more than happy to answer them. Okay, so Lee Morgan again. How much control over the content, editing can we have if we go with JamRock? So in essence there, you get a free website to ourselves. As I said before, you get a full content management system on the back end. That allows you to be able to go in there, edit pages, add new photos, add new content to the website. It basically gives you the ultimate control of your website that we're providing for you. Now, in regards to that, it depends on how much effort you're going to put into a website is how much you're going to actually get out of it on the other end. So if you go in there and you get a free website off ourselves and you put 50 words on each page and a couple of photos, you know, in essence, I'm going to be realistic. The account managers that I've got are going to be realistic. It's not going to break records. But if you go in there and add really key, valuable content between 400 and 600 words per page, you know, a blog page on there, continuously updating that, adding new vibrant content that's related to your industry, the website's going to perform well. It's going to do well. It's naturally going to progress faster than a website that's got a very limited amount of content in there. So, you know, in regards to that question that you've asked there, Lee, you've got full control of your content and the editing that you can do inside the website. When you get a free website off ourselves, the only things that you may struggle on, if you're not a designer, is the part where, you know, you have to go and develop new pages. You have to go and develop a system that goes inside the website. If you're not a web designer, you're never going to be able to do that. But in regards to the content and the photos, you've got as much control as possible. You can literally go in there and have the free reign to do that. And remember, you've got ongoing support of ourselves and one-to-one account management. So if you ever get stuck, you mess it up, we'll come in to save the day. We'll help you, and we'll get things back on track. And what we'll do is we'll educate you at the same time, tell you what mistakes you have made, tell you, you know, what you've done wrong inside the website when you've been adding content or adding photos. But also, if you go to the JamRock website, in the top right-hand corner, there's full tutorials on how you can add content, how you can add photos, edit pages, anything that you want to do inside the website. We'll give you screenshots and educate our clients on how that can benefit yourself moving forward. So, Alan Brown, prices you have when making a website. So, you know, we was talking then about the free website campaign. The free website campaign is completely free of charge. You get a free website built for you, taking away the upfront cost for the website, and you've got a small monthly fee of £20 plus VAT on a no contract basis whatsoever. Now, that free website campaign was originally made through JamRock. We have developed a new company called Free Website UK. Now, in the start of next year, JamRock will no longer do free websites, and it'll all be done under Free Website UK, which is going to be an organisation that specialises in free websites in the UK. So the prices that you have there, so we talked about the free website. JamRock designed just bespoke packages for our higher end clients. Now they start from $399 on the standard website, $699 on bespoke, and it goes all the way up to your top end websites. You know, we're just sending one live this week that costs thousands and thousands of pounds. There's nothing that we can't do in-house as a company. So, you know, there's no project too small. We go to the free websites, or there's no project too big. So in essence there, the price depends on the spec that you give ourselves. Same again with the SEO. If we're talking a high-end website, we will go away, we will come back, and we will give you a detailed price to your project. We won't just pluck a figure out of the air. It's very unprofessional to do so. So we will go and get a detailed price and bring that back to you as a brief, and then we'll go forward from there. Okay, Matt Steele, once you receive the client's content, how long will this take to proceed? Now, at this moment in time, the free website campaign has been massively successful. Our design queue is around about 4 weeks. But what I always say to a client is, you know, I always work to a client's needs. So even though our design queue is 4 weeks, if a client tips up at the office tomorrow, or they give us a call tomorrow and they say, James, or whoever they're speaking to in the office, I need a website done, but I need it done within a 2-week period. I'm not going to turn the business away. I'm going to build the right relationship with the client, and I'll get it done within that 2-week period. 9 times out of 10, from the point where the client comes in for a free website or a bespoke website, you know, it normally depends on the client. If the client can get the content, the photos, and all the different stuff that we request off them for the website on a timely scale, then we will do it. You know, we'll do it within a matter of weeks. We try to kind of get through them as fast as possible. The number one hold up is normally waiting to receive content off a client. So what I would say there, Matt, on average there, it's around about 4 weeks at this moment in time. But you know, if someone needs it done quicker, we will go above and beyond to make that happen for them. Okay, so Dan Maslin, what type of contract will I be tied into? On the free website campaign, there's no contract whatsoever. You know, when I created this campaign, one thing that I thought is, you know, me as a business owner, and I don't just own this business, I own a number of businesses, but me as a business owner, that what would I want if I was going to go and see a company that I didn't know, maybe I didn't trust, you know, I've never had any kind of dealings with them before. What would I want from a free website? I'll tell you exactly what I want. Is I want to be able to go in there, not pay no upfront fees. I want the ongoing support that I can build a relationship. I want the website, you know, cost on a monthly basis to be really low, but I wouldn't want to be tied into a contract. One thing that scares people nowadays, especially when you say the word free is a powerful word. So when you say the word free, the one thing that scares people is that they think there's a catch to it. There's something not above board. You know, they're going to sign a contract on a free website campaign, and guess what? The following month, your prices are going to go up to £200 per month. No, not all. So all our clients, you know, all the clients that we've got as a company are tied into no contracts whatsoever. So basically, it gives them the opportunity to be able to see how we perform as a company. We build a rapport with them, but at any stage in the project, they can kind of ring us up and say, no, we're not happy with the work that you've done. We're going to get up and leave, not tied into a contract. We don't want a client to be with ourselves for the reason that there's a big piece of paper between us, which means they've got to stay with ourselves. We want a client to be with ourselves because the value that we bring to their company, the services that we offer, the products that we offer, we want it to be for the right reasons and not the wrong reasons. So in essence, just answering that question, Dan, there's no contract whatsoever tied in with that. So, you know, like I say, you can be with us for a month or for 20 years. One thing that I would say though, kind of since we started this free website project, we've had very, very limited companies leave ourselves, and we've had tons and tons of companies through the door. You know, even since the start of JamRock, you know, the amount of companies that have left ourselves since the start of JamRock, I can count on 2 hands, and we've been running for years, you know, with thousands of clients. So, you know, the things that we do really well. And customer service side of things is I'm always there to address things. My account managers are always there to address things. So, you know, yeah, there's no contract tied in. I wouldn't expect anyone to leave us for any point, or any of our errors kind of thing moving forward. That's the end of the questions there, guys. Just while you're ending the questions, I'm going to go on to a couple of different topics that I want to cover myself. So, you know, here at JamRock, it's a very close-knit environment. So we kind of we don't just see each other as employees. You know, we go out and socialise on a week-to-week basis. You know, it's not a kind of really kind of hard working environment, if you get what I mean. You know, everything's based on results, but what we try and do is have everyone comfortable when they're based on results. So, you know, there's loads of banter in the office, there's loads of smiley faces on a day-to-day basis, and that's how we like it. You know, one thing that I'm not going to do as a business owner is put people under pressure, make sure that they're coming in and they're miserable on a day-to-day basis. I want this office to be a really, really good place to work. Now, we've just got a new office on 108 St Leonard's Gate. It's a 4-story building, old Victorian building, you know, beautifully renovated. This is my office that's currently being renovated as we speak. And, you know, that we've got massive plans moving forward in the future. JamRock Design and Free Website UK are at the forefront of our plans, but we've also got other projects that are working in the background, other projects that are really kind of picking up pace. They can't be revealed right now, but, you know, that they are going to be launched at some point in 2018. Just looking at the questions there. Okay, so just while I'm waiting for a couple of questions, going to have a bit of. So I'm waiting for some questions to come in, but I'm going to hit on a couple of points that I wanted to do. Is we started building videos for clients. Videos are massively important for a number of reasons. As you're seeing on social media nowadays, that videos are taking over social media. Every second post that you see on social media is a video. Google owns YouTube, so they're really kind of pushing the promotion of videos as well at the same time. So we've started embedding videos into our clients' websites. Now, the reason why these are having so much of a positive effect is for three reasons. It's first and foremost, it's stopping the bounce rate of the clients that are coming onto the website. They come onto the homepage of the website, the first thing they see is a video. So what that does there is it attracts the client's eyes, and they're watching the video for at least 60 seconds before they decide, what they're doing moving forward. Now, the second thing that it does is massively improves the SEO rankings. It's embedded into YouTube, Google owns YouTube, so that's a really positive effect. The third thing is conversions, that people now buy off impulsive buying visually. So you go into a shop, you see an item of clothes that you like, you buy it because you see it in a supermarket, but also on websites and on social media. The interaction rate on social media on visuals rather than actually text posts is much, much higher. So, the one thing that I would say there is videos are going to be the future of the industry. They're really kind of taken off, and they've had a massive positive effect for our clients over the last 12 months. James, what do I get with a free website? So with a free website, you get 5 pages on mobile and tablet compatible pages. Then pages can be anything that you may please. So the most popular pages on a free website is a home page, services page, about us page, testimonials, gallery, and then maybe a contact us page, additional maybe a blog on top of that as well. But the pages can be anything that suit your company. These 5 pages plus a contact us page on top. With a free website, you get in your, you get your full design. You go through a design spec with a designer, get to send example websites across. You get the full analytics on the back end of your website that are installed to every single one of our websites. Then obviously attached to that free website is a £20 a month charge. The £20 a month charge covers everything. Like I said before, your one-to-one account manager, your annual hosting, your domain registration or renewal. Also covers your full ongoing support and your CMS system that allows you to make changes to the website. So yeah, in regards to the free website, it's basically the ultimate package for someone who doesn't want to spend a large amount of money, or for a new startup business, perfect for new startup businesses. What we are going to introduce is we're going to introduce in January of next year websites for big blue chip companies completely free of charge. Websites for e-commerce clients completely free of charge. It's going to change the industry. It's going to massively change the industry. People that are out there now charging extortionate prices for websites that are not exceptional websites. The websites that are really average websites, and they're charging £1,500 upwards to that. So giving these free websites away, and I'm not scared to kind of say it, that it's going to change the industry. We're going to have companies up and down the country giving these free websites away, and we're going to evolve the way that people take digital products, not only with the project that we're currently doing now, but other projects that we're working on in the background. All I can say on that is watch this space. There's massive things happening, and all will be revealed in time. Also, the question hasn't been asked yet, but also, on a bespoke level as well, bespoke websites, can be tailored to anyone's needs. Whether you need a full back-end system on there, whether you need a data gathering, whether you need booking forms, doesn't matter what you need. We can kind of tailor a website exactly to your needs, no matter how big the project is. Moving on to e-commerce websites, as you've seen yourself, online shops are shutting down in town. It's finding harder and harder to make money having a premises in the town centre nowadays. And the reason is that the internet's taken over. So if you've got a shop and you've got a product that you'd like to sell online, feel free to kind of, to come and speak to ourselves and see if we can kind of sort something out in regards to an e-commerce shop for you. It's the way that the industry is going. It's, you know, digital shops now, e-commerce shops, you know, are basically taking over the way that retail is done nowadays. Also, you know, one thing that we like at JamRock is basically the ideas. You know, we're always doing brainstorming sessions, trying to think of new ideas of things that are going to take off, things that are going to be a massive hit online, new projects that we can launch. So, you know, anyone watching this video, that if you've got a product, you've got an idea, you've got something that you think is going to be the next big thing, you've got something that you think is something that you've been sat in your room thinking about for all these years, and all of a sudden you thought, you know, it's gonna be a success, but how do I make it a success? Feel free to come in and have a chat with ourselves. You know, we'll be more than happy to sit down and see if we can put an infrastructure in place, give you tips and advice, help you out on how you can make that them products or the idea or, you know, the brainstorming session that you have, make it a reality. Okay, so Saucy Sod. And what is the difference between a bespoke and a free website, and what are your prices for bespoke? Okay, so the difference is a free website is basically a 5-page website that's built on a template in essence. Don't get me wrong, you get your own photos in there, you get your own colour schemes, logo. Where a bespoke website is what we call your dream website. You go where you can find us any website on the bespoke package, and basically pass that across to ourselves, and we'll aim to either replicate that website or improve on the website that you send us. But you know what I say with the dream website is sit there, close your eyes, and think of what you envision your website to be. Now, when you envision the website that you're thinking of, that's what we'll make it on. You know, the bespoke website is you have the final say on every aspect of the website. It's bespoke for a reason. The word bespoke means tailor-made. So we kind of tailor it to exactly as you want it. You know, the bespoke website prices are $6.99 or starting from $6.99 and £10 a month. So as you can see there, is with the free website campaign, it is free. It does cost £20 plus VAT per month. But with the bespoke prices, or if you actually pay for the website, not only do you get to own the website, but it's only a £10 a month charge. So yeah, that's just kind of answering that question for you there, Saucy. That you know, the difference between free and bespoke is that you kind of get the final say on a bespoke, and you kind of get to put all your thoughts and ideas into practice, and we will kind of implement them and make it your dream website. When the free website, you know, it's kind of, you pick a template, you pick the colours, you pick your logo, pick the photos that you like in there. We put all the pieces of the jigsaw together, and it's £20 a month. So there's a difference in price, difference in quality, and you know, on the bespoke side, it's a little bit cheaper in price and much better quality. So kind of answering that question. Thanks, Dave. Okay, so Dave's just asking when the company started and how many free websites have we built since the free website campaign's been running. We'll give away over 1,500 free websites. Our aim was 10,000 this year. We're massively short on our target. But 1,500 free websites is nothing to be ashamed of. You know, we're really picking up pace at this moment in time as well. We're always evolving new ideas, and we're always evolving how we kind of adapt to the market. We've got to remember, because it's something that's unique and something that's different, then there's not a right or a wrong way to do it. You know, the only thing that I kind of got stick by when I'm kind of making these decisions on the project is the fundamental ethos of the company. You know, making sure that the clients are being looked after, they're getting the best possible packages, and the work's going out without any kind of glitches inside the work, because it's free. So in essence, you know, that we're evolving continuously as a company, as all companies do. When you start a new project, there's always going to be small teething problems. And you know, we kind of adapt, evolve, and change on a regular basis, you know, to kind of make sure that we're offering a better service, we're giving out a better product, and making it much easier for our clients to approach ourselves, to come on board for a free website project. Yeah, just kind of answering that question, Dave. So that's a good question. Anjo, what do you think of the future of digital marketing? I think that's a really, really good question. And I think that, there'll be split opinions on that continuously. As much as I might say my opinion, every person that works in digital marketing or even owns a digital marketing company will have their own opinion on how that's going to go. I think it's a complete guessing game as well at the same time. The digital marketing sector is continuously evolving, and even on this free website project, that evolves the website side of things up and down the country, because there's so many companies inside the UK and 3.4 million businesses inside the UK, so a massive market. But there's so many companies within the UK that work in the digital sector that sell these websites up and down the country, like I said before, on all different prices, all different specs. Don't get me wrong, some of them are absolutely fantastic hand-coded websites, which you can't knock if that's what you need as a company. But like I said before, some of them are selling the exact same websites as ourselves for 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, and upwards to that. So I think what we're doing there is we're definitely evolving the website side of the digital marketing sector. But digital marketing in general, you've seen yourself that social media is really taking off. Not only taking off as in respect that it's taking over people's lives, personal lives, but it's taking off in the respect that businesses, more businesses are promoting on there. You've seen Facebook evolved into something that was so personal, into something that's so business oriented now. Every second post is boosted post. Every post is every post is targeted at a certain sector. You see the ads popping up on the right hand side of your screen. Now that people if you type something in Google, and it's been happening for some time. So when I say now, I don't mean just like right now, but if you type mountain bike in Google and then go onto Facebook, you'll tend to find that you see mountain bikes on the right hand side of your screen. So it's all used as a platform to be able to target for businesses. And LinkedIn started the same. They've started also doing paid advertisements. And all social media platforms have started. Instagram, obviously owned by Facebook, but there's loads of different social media platforms that are all utilising their platforms now, which was personal, now for business. So I think the digital marketing sector, I can't give you the correct way of what it's going to be over the next 5 or 10 years, but I think it's continuously evolving. I think there's some really big shake-ups definitely in the social media section that's going to come over the upcoming 12 months. One thing that I can say on that is we're gonna launch a product in January of next year, which is basically going to change the way that people buy digital products. Not only websites, which we're currently changed already, we've started giving away for free of charge, but all digital marketing products. We're always thinking of ideas that are going to change the industry in general, and it's going to be exciting times. I'm always looking to kind of higher the bar a little bit, aim a little bit higher, achieve a little bit more. The one thing that I always get in life is, pardon me. One thing I always get in life is step outside my comfort zone. Never sit in your comfort zone thinking, I'm happy here. There's my circle around me. I don't want to explore what's on the other side of the fence, other side of the mountain. Always explore. Always put yourselves in positions that you feel uncomfortable in, because what you tend to find there is you feel uncomfortable in them, but then you tend to find that. That you tend to evolve. That thing that felt uncomfortable now feels natural. I started networking maybe 12 months ago, and when I first stood up at a networking meeting, I thought, bloody hell, I'm outside my comfort zone here. I've got to stand up and speak in front of 30, 40 people that I don't know, 30, 40 different business owners in a room over breakfast that I didn't know. And I was, when I get there, I've got butterflies, I'm thinking, I've written my pitch down, and I stand up. The pitch that I written down, I don't say any of that whatsoever. I stutter through my 30 seconds, but afterwards when I sat back down, I thought, actually, it's not that bad. I can do that. And the next one I went, I got a little bit better, and I got a little bit better. And then all of a sudden, that was my comfort zone then. One minute it was outside my comfort zone, now it's bang in my comfort zone. So now I'm looking for something else to step out to that makes me feel uncomfortable, that puts some butterflies in my stomach, that I feel like that I should challenge myself to go and do. I don't just do that in my business life, I do that in my personal life as well. I'm always looking to kind of step that little bit further than normal people do. And not for any other reason that I feel like that, why don't I challenge myself? Why shouldn't I challenge myself? There's many positions in my life that I felt uncomfortable in, but I put myself in that position. No one's put me in there. I chose to be in that position. And when I've got through the uncomfortableness, then, you know, I've been absolutely fine, and then it becomes my comfort zone. Okay, so question from David McDermott, SEO question. Some smarty pants, whose name I forget, told me that backlinks are dead. Can you give me your opinion on this? Yeah, Dave, no, I don't think backlinks are dead. I think, you know, building links for your website are really important. I think that, you know, the SEO industry has definitely evolved. I don't think that some of the techniques that we used to use maybe 5 to 10 years ago, I don't think that they are as effective at this moment in time, but I still think that they're still relevant. And I think backlinks are always going to be relevant. I think having links to industry-related websites, decent blog, I think that building the wrong links are not good for your website whatsoever. I see a lot of companies, you know, outsourcing link building to Indian firms or companies overseas. Now, I'm not saying that stands for every company that they outsource to that are overseas. You know, there'll be many companies in India that'll do a really, really good job doing white hat techniques. But what I'm saying is that you don't want to be spam linking. You don't want to be putting backlinks on the website that are irrelevant. You know, we've seen so many companies penalised over the years. And the reason for this is that they've just gone out there and you know, built links on anywhere they can put a link, and that's not why backlinks was made. So answering that question, I think you're completely right, Dave. I think that links or backlinks to the website, I think they're completely relevant, and I think you just got to be picky on which links you put and where you put them, and make sure they're really valuable to your website. So going back to, just while I wait for the next question to come in, as I was talking, putting myself out of the comfort zone, you know, around about 3 or 4 months ago, I stepped out of my comfort zone again. I went and found a business coach, a life coach, and it's something that I've really kind of been against for a number of years. I always thought that it was just a complete waste of money. You know, why would I pay my money to someone to tell me what to do? Maybe a little bit naive in essence, you know, and I got to a point where I thought, I read a few books, or listened to a few books, should I say, and I spoke to a few business people that had life coaches and business coaches, and I thought, really intrigued to, you know, what positive effect it can have on my life. Anyway, I was contacted by a chap called Stephen Parkinson, and he's written a couple of books, and he says, I've seen your post on LinkedIn, really like the free website campaign. I'm just wondering, you know, could we meet up? I've got a book that's coming out called How to Generate £10,000 in your business in 45 minutes. I'd love to have a little chat with you about it. So I went to have a coffee with this guy, and I said to Stephen, I said, tell him a little bit about my life story, where I've come from, and I said, you know, that I was looking for a business coach like a couple of weeks ago, and I said, just found it far too costly, but I think I'm in the industry now or I'm in the right place now to kind of go ahead and get a business coach. And he went, well, you know, I think that fate's brought us together here today. He says that that I'm a business and life coach. He says, you know, and you sat right here in front of myself, and me and Stephen really, really clicked straight away. You know, I found now Stephen to be a great guy. And Stephen's looked after me in regards to my, first and foremost, we started on my life coaching, a number of problems that I had in my own personal life that Stephen addressed, and problems that I've been working on for years and years and years on end. And Stephen found a way to be able to kind of overcome them problems. And within a matter of months, 3 months later, you know, them problems are non-existent, and none at all, you know, and it's remarkable work that he's done. And obviously working in the business as well as the life coaching, you know, he's worked wonders in regards to kind of keeping me on track, holding me accountable to certain tasks he's given me. So anyone that's out there that owns a business, you know, Stephen Parkinson or a business coach in general, there's tons and tons of great business coaches out there. You know, feel free to kind of ask me any questions on that, or pop in and see me. You know, I think they're really, really valuable to someone who's got you know, hopes and dreams and targets to reach, or they've got personal problems. You know, Stephen's done some great work over the years, and I spoke to many of his clients, and they've all had a massive, massive benefit by having Stephen on board. Another question there. So this is from Mano again. It's just saying that he agrees. If there is a business there is a need to be available online. Digital marketing is evolving at the highest rate. at this time. So let me just click read more there. Just saying there that every business needs a presence if they want to grow at a rapid rate of knots, and I completely agree with that. You know, a digital presence is key. You know, it's so frustrating when you speak to someone over the phone and they say, you know, I don't need a website, I don't need a Facebook page. You know, I'm as busy as it gets, or maybe they're not busy, maybe they just don't need one, or they think they don't need one. I completely disagree. In this day and age, you need a web presence online. You need a social media page, even if you don't like social media. So many people are against social media in general, even if you don't like it. You know, go and get yourself a social media page. It's free. Promote yourself on social media. Get your friends, family to like it. Get your customers to write your reviews on social media. Completely free of charge. And it's probably the best form of advertising at this moment in time if you're utilising it in the right way. But same with a website. So a free website at £20 per month. £20 per month over the month. It's less than £1 a day. You know, less than £1 a day to own a website. Have your clients. So a lot of clients say, no, I don't need no more business. But wait there, what if your current existing client base, so your biggest client said to one of his friends who's also a big client, you know, go and check these out, go and find them. So he goes away, he goes back to his office, types it on Google, for example, John Smith Builders, and John Smith Builders is not there. You haven't got a presence there. So it's not only about you know, having a website for purposes of getting business in. It's also about testimonials. It's also about brand awareness. Brand awareness is key. You know, if you haven't got a great brand, or you're not visible to the public, you're missing out on a trick massively. You know, the 9 times out of 10, the people that don't have a website are people that are normally of the older generation. They don't understand how the digital marketing works in general. So yeah, you know, anyone that hasn't got a website or a social media presence, get one. You know, definitely start with a social media presence. Get yourself a social media business page, completely free of charge. They work wonders. So, anyone got any other questions? Just while I'm waiting for the next question to come in, you know that we're going to be doing this on a weekly basis, every Thursday, 3 o'clock, and not just myself, but you know, I'll be bringing people in from the social media team, bringing people in from the SEO team. One of the designers will come down and have a little chat with you guys, and basically answer questions on individual topics for that session. And today I just thought I'd start the introduction by answering overall questions on all topics. But you know, I think it's just valuable. I think one thing that we try to do here at JamRock and for Free Website UK is kind of be a little bit different. You know, go out there and interact with the public. We're definitely not one of them companies that hide away in their office and don't want to be seen. You know, don't want to interact with the public or potential clients or even our current client base. We're the complete opposite, actually. We want to be out there. We want to be at networking events or speaking to potential clients. I want to be answering questions to the public and adding extra value to the public as well at the same time. So, you know, anytime that anyone's got a question, even if we're not on a Q&A session, feel free to drop us a message on Facebook, drop us an email, you know, give us a call. More than happy to kind of answer them questions. While we're on the Facebook kind of subject, you know, if you haven't liked our page, like our page, share the post. Any questions, drop them a message. We'll get an answer straight back to yourself, and obviously connect with us on our social media channels. Okay, great question. Saucy Sod. Why should I choose your company over going with a cheaper website with Wix? So this is something that I really kind of get passionate about. Not only about my company, but you know, kind of using these self-built websites. So many companies that kind of go, no, I'm going to go and build myself a website on Wix, going to go and build it on GoDaddy, I'm going to build it on these hundreds and hundreds of self-built website platforms. Now, the way that I describe it, first and foremost, I'm going to put a couple of things into context. So basically, first of all, you have to spend time, not being a designer, not being a developer, you have to spend time using these platforms, building the website yourself. So in my opinion, time is money, so that's money lost straight away down the drain. Not only that, but when you've built this website, that's majority of them look amazing for self-built websites. You know, everyone that I see that, or the majority of them that I see that clients kind of show me when I'm speaking to them on the phone, I go, well done. You know, because to say you're not a designer, you've done an absolute fantastic job there. But one thing that I always explain it is, it's like having a Ferrari on your driveway without no engine in. It's going to look fantastic, but take you absolutely nowhere. You know, it's not going to perform on Google. If you can, you know, I don't think that I've ever seen in my time as a digital marketing agent or owner, I've never seen a Wix website on the first page of Google. I've never seen a GoDaddy website on the first page of Google. You know, there's a reason for that. That these websites are meant for people who are starting up, just to navigate traffic to that website. It's never going to get you new business in. And what you tend to find, in essence, there, sources on it, you tend to find that with Wix, once you've built the website, the additional add-ons that you get on top of that, you know, it ends up more than this £20 a month that we're charging for our free website campaign. You know, I was speaking to a Wix client the other day who's built the website, looked great, as I said, wasn't performing anywhere on Google whatsoever. They're paying £35 a month. It starts off as a free website, and all of a sudden, they ask you to bolt this on, they ask you to bolt that on, they ask you to bolt this on. £35 a month and still a free website. So it's a no-brainer for me that, you know, that we're offering a complete free website campaign. You're getting that customer care as well, you know, personal one-to-one account manager, no upfront cost, £20 per month. So, you know, in essence, if someone wants to go and build themselves a Wix website, I always say, go ahead, go away and build it. But I think you'll come back to ourselves in 6 months' time when you realise it's not doing the job that it's meant to. Because it is like having a car without no engines. It looks really great, but it's not going to get you to the end of the street. It's not actually going to move off your driveway. So that's the way I explain it. So kind of just answering that there for you, Saucy. That's my opinion on that matter. So guys, I'm going to give it another 5 minutes, then I'm going to call it a day on this first Q&A. If there's any other questions, feel free to drop them into me, and I'll get an answer for them before we go. Just touching on that as well. JamRock Design's always looking for new up-and-coming sales staff. So, you know, if you sat at home and think you've got the gift of the gab to sell, if you sat at home and you think that, you know, you'd love to kind of step into the industry, if you know someone who's looking for work or looking to step into the industry but doesn't know how to, many companies don't give an opportunity, an opportunity to kind of bring people in without no experience. We'll look at a CV. If someone's got the right attitude, the right ethos about them, you know, they'll be more than happy to give someone an opportunity. JamRock Design over the years has given opportunities to many people. So, you know, we've had web designers that have started with ourselves that wasn't web designers, but turned out to be great web designers. Most of them are not with ourselves now. They've gone to other companies, which I'm absolutely fine with. You know, the main point I was trying to get at was that they've come on board and were given an opportunity to do so, a platform to build on. You know, and I always wish everyone the best of luck. You know, whether they're with ourselves or whether they're with another company, there's no hard feelings. So, you know, if you're looking to kind of step into the digital marketing sector, whether you're a web designer, SEO, content writer, you know, whatever it may be, but mainly a sales guy, then, you know, feel free to pop into ourselves and have a little discussion with us. And you never know, it might be something you sit in 5 or 10 years time and you know, really kind of thank yourself for making that first step into the digital marketing sector. So another question from Saucy Sod, great name, may I say. Let's have a little look. The screen just crashed there. Sorry, that question has disappeared, so I was going to answer it, but it's gone. Yeah, so guys, you know, I'm going to call it a day there. You know, we will be live next week from 3 o'clock for around about the same period of time, around about 45 minutes. If you've got any questions, you've got anything that you want to ask, you know, mark it in your diary. You know, come online, ask us the questions. We'll give you the answers straight away. I will introduce a couple of members of the staff next week. And remember, you know, if you've got any great ideas, feel free to you know, to come and approach me. You know, I'm more than happy to sit down with anyone and look at their ideas, look at business plans, set up businesses. The great thing about having a web development company is an idea turns into reality overnight. The number one thing about having a web development company is that you can have an idea, or I can have an idea. Tomorrow we've got a Facebook presence, we've got a website, we've got a branding, we've got a logo. We start doing email marketing campaigns, whatever goes with that. We can make it happen overnight. So if you've got an idea, you want to approach me. You know how to get in touch with myself, Facebook, through the JamRock page, or if you know me in person, approach me and we'll have a discussion. I just want to say, guys, thanks for joining me today. It's been a pleasure kind of coming online. A lot of people know me, but a lot of people don't. So putting a face to the name, and I look forward to seeing you guys next week. So that's James from JamRock Design, helping all companies get online. Thank you very much. Bye bye.